Namaste and Jai Gurudev. It's my great joy and honor to welcome everyone to this 6th International Ayurveda Congress, which is a joint research university under the leadership of Dr. Girish Maharishi, who is also the host and moderator, together with Professor Shardanandram, and also jointly organized by the International Maharishi Ayurveda Foundation. And it was mentioned already that the theme is bringing Ayurveda into mainstream. And I would like to share a few thoughts. And I also want to mention that stakeholders and leaders in Ayurveda, most of all, Honorable Ambassador Rabaji, Honorable Ayush Minister of State, Dr. Munch Baraji, and all the distinguished delegation of the Minister of Ayush that took the effort to travel to the Netherlands from India, and all respected speakers and guests. And I also like, again, to thank for endorsing all Ayurveda courses that Meru and Maharishi organization is offering in Europe and worldwide, that we have the endorsement of the Constituent Board of Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapith under the aegis of the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. It's a great boost and strengthening for our efforts that are taking place now almost over 35 years. Coming back to the theme of today, which is bringing Ayurveda into mainstream, we have selected 4 major areas that need attention to match education, the practice of Ayurveda, and the products that we use in Ayurveda medicine. And they're all linked together because research can only be done if you have people who know how to practice Ayurveda. That's why we need the education first, and then we need the educated and trained graduates to practice on a big, wide scale. So there are patients and case studies and case subjects that we can study on the effects of Ayurvedic medicine. And of course, a major part of practicing Ayurveda is the use of herbal products. So these are the key 4 areas that are intimately linked to each other and need to attention altogether. It's interesting that we, I think, all observe that the people across the world prefer an integrated approach of traditional and modern medicine. And it's not just to put them and add them together, but to intelligently use the best medicine that a person needs at a specific time and situation. And in this regard, I find it very interesting and inspiring and uplifting to see that modern medicine is more and more discovering age-old Ayurvedic principles, and that will facilitate the integration of traditional, most ancient Ayurvedic systems and modern medicine. And I want to give you just a few examples in a very short time, not to just go in details. But recently, 2015, there was a study that correlated the human genome with the Prakriti, with Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So that can be found in our DNA. And basically, in future, it will be possible to evaluate the Prakriti of a person through a blood test, in addition to traditional systems like pulse reading and so forth, other Ayurvedic systems. Then we have a correlate even on the quantum field theory level. You see here the system on the left side, the Samhita, the togetherness of Vata, Pitta, Kapha and its relation to the 5 elements. And this is exactly what we see in quantum field theory. The unified field correlates to Samhita, the 3 superfields to the 3 doshas, and the 5 spin types to the 5 Mahabhutas. And the Samhita level is the level of Atma, the unified field. That's why we also say consciousness-based medicine in Maharishi Veda use most foundational, basic level of health, which is always perfect, the unified field, Atma, the consciousness. Then I think there are a few other correlates, like on the epigenetic level, which is a rather new system. And this is just here one example. For example, transcendental meditation increases on an epigenetic level the telomerase gene expression, which protects the chromosome for degrading and prolongs life. We have the concept of armor, which was long not understood by modern medicine. But in 2016, the Nobel Prize was awarded for the mechanisms underlying autophagy, which is a system of the body that is cleaning us from cell waste, similar what Ayurveda is doing through Ayurvedic diet and using hunger and so forth and panchakarma. So this is coming together. Then the microbiome has become a major study subject and causes almost every disease. Every month another disease disorder detected, such as Ayurveda says Apana Vata, main seat of Vata, and the main source of a wide range of diseases. So this is coming together. Then the importance of nutrition is very clear in Ayurveda, and recently the World Health Organization stated that an unhealthy diet contributes to 50% of all cardiovascular diseases, which is the main cause of death on this world at present. And then just a simple thing I want to mention, the tongue scraping, which is an Ayurvedic routine. With this, you change the microbiome of the mouth, and this produces more nitric oxide, which is a substance that has many, many good effects on the body, reduces blood pressure, strengthens the immune system, and fights off viruses, not unimportant in this time of pandemic. And then when we do Nasya, it's not just purifying the sinuses. We found that the cell waste of cerebrospinal fluid, 30% of this, up to 30%, is discharged via the lymphatic vessels of the sinuses. That's why when we do Nasya in Ayurveda, we say we are purifying the brain, which was hard to believe, but this is also now confirmed by modern medicine. So this could go on and on. There are 20, 30 formats. I just wanted to give a few examples. And that means integrative medicine could be indeed the next step in the advancement of modern healthcare. And integrative medicine takes the best of Ayurvedic traditional medicine, other traditional systems of medicine, and modern medicine. And I'm glad to present that Maharishi Mahesh Yogi has worked on that since decades on an ideal integration, and he had laid out a health center. We call it Maharishi Health Center for Integrative Medicine. That happened 20 years ago. This is a model. We want to build this. This integrates modern medicine and Ayurvedic medicine and traditional medicines in one beautiful building that implements all of the Vedic sciences, Tapatya Veda, Jyotish, Vedic sound, and modern medicine, and everything. So this, with this beautiful vision, I want to welcome message to the 6th International Ayurveda Congress, and hope we have a lively discussion at the end. And the main goal is to join forces with all stakeholders assembled here and from around the world to bring forward and spread Ayurveda and bring it really and effectively into mainstream. Thank you, and Jai Gurudev.